It's always nice to sit down and talk to people. You could learn something, especially from individuals who got something going on for themselves. And in 3 seconds, you'll see a great author, Napoleon Hill. Even he once said, if you bar the education, the experiences, the influences, or even perhaps the equity of others to carry out your own plans, you can achieve your goals in 1 year of what took them a lifetime to get it. And I decided to go out in my city in Boynton Beach, Florida, and speak to people like Elizabeth Key. She bought a laundromat from her old man a couple of years ago, BJ's Coin Laundry. Hey Liz, I bet you've always decided to be a part of the family business, huh?
Well, first of all, I never thought in a million years that I ever wanted to or ever would own my parents' business. Just never crossed my mind ever as a child.
Then again, maybe not. Well, this is me and Liz chopping it up as she tells me a little bit about the laundry business.
It all started when I grew up in Massachusetts, and my dad didn't like what he was doing. So my grandparents lived in Delray. They heard about a laundromat for sale, and my parents just got it and moved us, and we've lived in Florida ever since. I spent a lot of days here as a kid, and now my kids spend a lot of days here too. But it's just, they worked hard and they built the business to what it is, clean and friendly, and people know it. So
It's your business, right? There's so many out here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mom and pops on the corner laundromats. What are some of the values that you use to stick
just
out?
really gotta keep a clean environment. When people want to clean their clothes, they don't want to come into a dirty place.
Absolutely. And as you know, I come here quite often.
Yes.
And almost every weekend. And honestly, what really differentiates you from all the others that I've been to is just like everything is so clean. Even when you're not here, your employees, they're just wiping down everything.
Yeah.
And they're cleaning everywhere. And they're always friendly.
Yes, you need friendly staff too, because your employees really make or break you. They're here when you're not here, so you want them to represent how you would act too. So
what gave you the notion or to say, hey, look, I'm gonna try out this laundry business? Let's talk about that.
Well, for the last 8 or 9 years, my parents they go away for the summer, so my husband and I were in charge of it over the summer. And so we knew at some point after we had been taking it over for the summer, some point, we'd buy it from them, because my dad wants to retire. So he finally decided on an age and he retired. So we finally had a date, and it just happened to work out that my kids would be in school, so I'd go back to work. So that's when we decided.
So you've always been working in the laundry business?
No, I never even worked here as a kid or anything. No, the first time I worked here was, a couple months before I owned it, and my dad would train me. But
really?
Yeah.
So what were you doing prior to the laundry business?
Well, I went to UF. Graduated in 2002, came back, just worked a little bit in like real estate or foreclosure, and
real estate.
Yeah, and then met my husband. We had kids.
Yeah.
Stopped working, and then now I own a laundromat.
Excellent. Once again, we talked about what differentiates you from the other laundromats out there. For every corner that you go to, especially in Florida here, it's very diverse. We talked about what made you stick out. Now, when it comes to clientele, what type of marketing strategies do you use?
Actually, we don't advertise, which, we've got, my parents used to advertise in the phone book when people actually looked at that, but nobody really does that anymore. What really what we have when you search Boynton Laundries is Yelp. You know,
Yelp.
Yelp has helped us, and I didn't have to pay for that, you know.
So
People
Yelp
just,
already has
Yelp
you.
reviews. We come right up, and then it shows the reviews, and now Google reviews, those come right up, and
Could it be then, and Yelp is a very reputable source.
yeah.
Could it be that with an addition of you having great customer service and making sure the environment you're setting, the workplace here,
Yeah.
is well organized and neat and clean, could you say then in transition to Yelp, can you say then that's what kind of gravitates more customers?
Well, I know when people search, this first thing they come in is, you have such good reviews, and I'm like, oh, well, thank you, you know, but that's like every day, pretty much every day. So when they're searching, they kind of look over the reviews to check out to see if they're even going to want to come, you know, because laundromats, I mean, you know, there are some laundromats, you know, that are dirty and you don't want to go to, or maybe unsafe. So they read the reviews, and then they always say we have such good reviews. So
My whole thing is to really interview individuals like yourself, people who are already, I'll say, on the rise or have something going for themselves. You are. Because say a young kid like myself, you know, adolescent, they're trying to figure out how to navigate when it comes to contributing to society. In return, for them to be able to provide for themselves. And so my question is, for a young Liz coming up, once again, what are some of the tips and advice would you offer to a young Liz when it comes to customer service, or even trying to branch off in their own endeavors?
just, you know, always be friendly, be kind. We always, you know, I've always figured, give a refund, because, you know, if they're not satisfied, that's fine. You want to try to keep a customer, you know, like, they're not satisfied, give them their money back, you know, and try to fix the solution, and just, you want to keep customers for life, so you want to keep them coming back. So just try to be nice, friendly, help them as much as you can.
It was really good chopping it up with Liz. The laundry industry boomed in the early 40s, right after World War II. Records show steady, great ROIs when it comes to investing in real property. Profits bringing you 20 to 30%. It only makes sense. Everybody washes their clothes, right? And all it requires is, as Liz pointed out, is have great customer service and keeping the workplace clean and on point. In a social media driven era where involuntary services such as Google and Yelp may be reputable, it could be an advantage to your company or it could be a disadvantage to your company. All based on the reputation and the standard that you set for your business and for yourself.